You know what's crazy? Those 6 signs I showed you about being replaced, half of you got it completely wrong. You're not being pushed out because you're losing value. You're being pushed out because you're gaining it, and they can't handle it. And the worst part? You've been shrinking yourself, apologizing for your growth, and trying to make toxic people comfortable with your success. But here's the thing. Once you understand that their behavior isn't about your worth, it's about their insecurity, everything changes. 3 months ago, I thought I was losing my place in every room I walked into. People were cold, distant, cutting me off. I was convinced I'd done something wrong. Then I realized the truth. I hadn't become less valuable. I'd become threatening. And once you see jealousy for what it really is, you'll never let anyone dim your light again. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to spot jealous behavior, why successful people attract it, and the 5 psychology-backed strategies to handle it without losing yourself in the process. You know that feeling when you walk into a room and something feels off? The same people, the same space, but suddenly you're the outsider looking in. You start questioning everything. Did you say something wrong? Are you losing your edge? You convince yourself you're the problem, that you're somehow failing. But what if I told you it's not about you failing at all? What if they're not pushing you out because you're losing value, but because you're gaining it? Think about it. When did this shift start? Right around the time you started setting boundaries. Right when you stopped accepting less. Right when you began demanding your worth. You're not imagining it. You're not being paranoid. What you're experiencing has a name, and it happens to every person who refuses to stay small. Here's what psychology tells us. When someone in a group starts elevating, it forces everyone else to confront their own stagnation. And instead of rising to meet you, most people choose to pull you back down. You became a mirror reflecting their unfulfilled potential. And mirrors make people uncomfortable. But here's the part that will blow your mind. There are actually 3 specific psychological triggers that turn people from supporters into saboteurs. And once you understand these triggers, you'll see the pattern everywhere. Let me break down exactly what's happening in their minds when they see your success. Trigger number 1, your growth makes them feel static. Every time you level up, you're unconsciously highlighting their lack of movement. You got the promotion, they're still complaining about their boss. You set boundaries, they're still being walked over. Your progress becomes their pain point. Trigger number 2, your boundaries make them feel exposed. When you stop tolerating disrespect, you're showing them what self-respect looks like. And that's uncomfortable for people who've normalized being treated poorly. Your standards become a spotlight on their acceptance of less. But trigger number 3 is the most dangerous one. Your success makes them question their choices. Every win you have forces them to confront the opportunities they didn't take, the risks they didn't face, the growth they avoided. You become living proof that change was possible, and they chose comfort instead. And here's what nobody tells you about jealous people. They can't just be happy for you because your success feels like their failure. It's not logical, it's psychological. But now that you understand the triggers, you need to recognize the behaviors. Because jealous people don't announce their resentment, they disguise it. And there are 5 specific signs that prove someone isn't trying to replace you. They're trying to diminish you. Here are the 5 signs they're not replacing you. They're resenting you. Sign number 1, the backhanded compliment pattern. Listen to how they respond to your wins. You're so lucky to get that opportunity. Must be nice to have connections. I guess some people just get all the breaks. Notice they never acknowledge your effort, your skill, or your preparation. They attribute your success to everything except you. That's not support. That's resentment disguised as conversation. Sign number 2, the success minimizer. Every achievement you share gets downplayed. Anyone could have done that. It's not that big of a deal. I could do that if I wanted to. They can't celebrate your wins because your wins highlight their losses. So they shrink your success to protect their ego. Pay attention. Do they minimize your achievements while amplifying their own small victories? But sign 3 is the most toxic one. The opportunity blocker. They forget to include you in important conversations. They fail to mention opportunities that would benefit you. They create obstacles to your progress while pretending to be helpful. Oh, I didn't think you'd be interested. I was going to tell you, but this isn't forgetfulness. It's sabotage with plausible deniability. And if you see sign 4, they've moved from jealous to dangerous, the alliance builder. They start recruiting others against you. Subtle comments in group settings, private conversations that poison your relationships. Have you noticed how different they've been acting? I'm worried about them. They seem so focused on themselves. They're not building alliances, they're building opposition. But sign 5 is so subtle, most people miss it completely. The energy vampire. Every interaction leaves you drained. They kill your enthusiasm about your goals. They make you doubt your own success. Are you sure you're ready for that? Don't you think you're moving too fast? I just don't want to see you get hurt. They disguise their jealousy as concern, but the result is the same. You walk away feeling smaller. Now, here's what most people do wrong when they spot these signs. They try to fix the relationship. They over-explain their success. They downplay their achievements. They apologize for growing. But that's exactly what jealous people want, for you to shrink back to a size that makes them comfortable. And here's the psychology behind why that never works. Jealous people don't want you to succeed differently. They want you to stop succeeding entirely. You can't logic your way out of someone else's insecurity. You can't love someone into celebrating your growth. And you definitely can't shrink yourself small enough to make jealous people comfortable without losing yourself in the process. So what do you do instead? Here's the psychology-backed way to handle jealous people that actually works. Strategy number 1, the gray rock redirect. Don't feed their need for drama. When they make backhanded comments, respond with neutral energy. Thanks for sharing your perspective. I'll keep that in mind. Interesting point. You're not engaging with their negativity, but you're not escalating either. Jealous people feed on emotional reactions. Starve them of the drama they crave. Strategy number 2, the strategic amplifier. This sounds counterintuitive, but share your wins more, not less. Jealous people want you to hide your success. Don't give them that power. Post about your achievements. Talk about your goals. Celebrate your progress. Their discomfort with your success is not your responsibility to manage. Strategy number 3, the boundary fortress. Stop explaining your decisions to people who question your growth. I've made my choice. This works for me. I'm comfortable with my decision. The more you explain, the more ammunition you give them to argue. Your boundaries don't need their approval. Strategy number 4, the alliance shift. Invest your energy in people who celebrate your success, not those who tolerate it. Find your cheerleaders, your supporters, your growth partners. Jealous people will drain your energy. Successful people will amplify it. And strategy number 5 is the most powerful. The mindset armor. Use their jealousy as confirmation of your growth. When someone tries to dim your light, it means you're shining bright enough to bother them. Their resentment is proof of your progress. If this video opened your eyes to what's really happening around you, I want you to comment below. I choose growth over comfort. And if you want to know how to spot fake friends before they sabotage your success, that video is coming next week. Because once you master jealousy, you need to master deception. And that's a whole different game. Your success is not negotiable, your growth is not up for debate, and their jealousy is not your problem to solve.